Looking at these results, you might be thinking she got her nails done at a salon, but actually, I achieved these salon quality results at home with zero professional training. I was simply willing to put the time and effort into learning and practicing. That's really all it takes to get these results and save tons of money. In this video, I'll be sharing step by step how I did my at home pedicure, and I hope this will help you feel more confident about doing yours too. If you do stick around, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. This is my first video, and it will really mean a lot to have your support. Let's get into it. So before I get into it, I did just want to go over my basic setup here where I keep all of my supplies and tools for easy reach as I'm working. I have everything laid out on this ottoman towards the upper right of where I'm working. First thing you're going to see here is my e-file, and this is going to be used for my dry pedicure to remove any dead skin and cuticle work. I am doing this completely dry, which means I'm not using any water or soaking methods to remove that dry skin. I also have a basic hand file here, 100-180 grit, a dust brush, and then moving over to this end, I have my metal tray, which just helps me to keep any smaller tools organized. So I have a couple of more cuticle tools here, a nipper, and then a metal pusher, a couple of nail art and gel application brushes there, and then my bottles here, which are for nail prep, the polishes, and a base and top coat. Back here, I have my spray bottle with some isopropyl alcohol in there, lint-free wipes. There's my jar of builder gel and a little nail palette here. And finally, some paper towel, scrub brush, and hand soap in a pump bottle. I do have a flash cure lamp here just in case I need it. And then lastly, down here on the floor, I have my full curing lamp as well. Jumping into the pedicure, I'm getting comfortable and going in to remove the previous gel polish. I had done this pedicure about a month ago. I completely forgot to take some shots of it before I started removing, but I am just going in with this extra fine ceramic drill bit to gently remove this polish. I've speeded up the shot here, but it is just very light pressure. The drill is going around 10,000 RPM, I believe. So I'm just going in and kind of removing that top layer of the top coat, the color, and all of that. I'm not going down to my natural nail here, so I'm just being very careful to only remove the product that's on the surface of the nail and not going down to the actual nail itself to cause any sort of damage. There is quite a bit of dust that does fly off when you're using these type of drill bits, and so I am going in and just dusting that off with a dust brush every now and then, even though I'm not showing it here. Now that the bulk of the gel polish has been removed, I'm just going in with an old pair of cuticle nippers to trim my nails down slightly. I really like to use cuticle nippers versus clippers, just because it gives me more of a straight edge on my nails, and I do prefer more of that square look for my toenails. I do definitely recommend, if you're going to do this, use an old nipper, not your favorite one or a new one, just because it is going to be a little bit hard on your nipper, and you just want to use one that you don't really use for your actual cuticles. Next, I'm going in with my 100-180 grit hand file here, and I'm just further smoothing out the surface of each of my nails Any product that is left on my nails at this point is going to just get buffed and smoothed down. I am not removing the product completely from my nails at any point here, so I'm not really touching my natural nails while I'm filing at all. I'm just smoothing down whatever base coat kind of is left on the nails after the removal. This is just going to help the new product that I put on top of my nails just better adhere to them and avoid sort of any chipping, peeling, lifting, anything like that. Of course, I'm also going in at this point and shaping the nails as well, just making sure that that free edge is as straight as I can get it. I'm all done with removal, so I'm going in to my cuticle prep now. First, I'm going to gently push back my skin around my nails with this metal cuticle pusher. It's shaped like an orange wood stick. I really, really like these kind versus the kind of spatula type. I'm not really scraping the surface of the nail at all here. I'm just going in and gently pushing back that skin to kind of open up the cuticle pocket, if you will. And that's going to allow me to go in next with my next drill bit. Even though these shots are speeded up, I really am taking my time with each of these steps and just making sure to go slow and be very gentle so that I don't cause any sort of damage or injuries to my nails. After I'm done pushing back my cuticles, I'm going in with this blue flame bit. It is a diamond coated bit, so it's very gentle yet effective at just going in and removing any remaining dead skin buildup, anything that's kind of just around the cuticle area, the edges of the nails where the skin meets the nail. I'm being very gentle again here, and I'm barely using any pressure at all. I'm really just letting the drill bit do its work, and the RPMs are around 8 to 10 here, I believe, so not very high. Diamond drill bits are safe to touch the skin, and so that's why this kind of a bit is really ideal for this type of work. As you can see, I am going on to the skin itself and actually removing some of the dry skin and starting to buff that. You can see how I'm using my thumb here to just pull back my skin slightly and check for any areas that I might have missed. And again, I'm going in and sort of buffing down the callus that's kind of formed on the side of my big toe there. If you're trying this, you really want to make sure that you keep your drill bit moving at all times. So don't let it sit on one area of your nail, of your skin, whatever you're working on. You want to really make sure that you're keeping that drill bit moving to avoid causing any sort of discomfort or pain. In the shot, you can really see how I'm using the cuticle bit here, not to dig into the nail whatsoever, but just using it to really gently push back the skin that is sort of stuck to the nail plate. As you can see, this is a pretty detailed process, but I'm almost done here and about to move on to the next step, and that is removing all of the dead, dry skin with this triple extra fine ceramic drill bit. This bit is extremely gentle. As you can see, I am using it completely on my skin. The RPMs again are around an 8, so it's really effective at just buffing and smoothing away all of that white, dry, dead skin that I definitely don't want sitting on my feet. And once I am completed with this process, they are left just really smooth and baby soft. By the way, I do have a dust collector on the floor below me right now to just collect as much dust as is possible. It's not a necessity if you're just starting out, but I definitely find that having a dust collector is a game changer when it comes to doing your nails at home. I'm not great at nipping my cuticles, but I am just going in again very gently and removing just any remaining white dead bits of skin that I can see. I'm only removing what's absolutely necessary here. I am not cutting any live skin, not causing myself to bleed whatsoever, and this process should not be painful. It should really just be removing any remaining skin that the other steps did not get. This next step is probably one of my favorites. I'm going in with this silicone buffing or polishing bit, and it's also designed to be completely safe for skin. As you can see here, I'm just going around all of the areas that I've been previously working on, and this is just going to help make sure that the skin around my nails is completely smooth. Finally done with the cuticle work, and I'm going in with some hand soap here and my scrub brush just to get rid of all of the dry skin, dust, everything that is just lingering on my toes before I move into my application process. To start the application, I'm going in with a dehydrator, following that up with a nail primer. These two steps are really crucial to just help your pedicure last for as long as possible. For my base coat, I am going to go ahead and saturate a gel application brush here, and then I'm making sure that I scrub that base coat into the nails, into sort of all of the grooves that I created when I was filing earlier. And again, this is a really good step to just make sure that your gel pedicure lasts. Now, I don't know if you noticed earlier, but I do have a bit of a corner missing from one of my big toes here. So I'm going in with some builder gel to go ahead and fix that issue before I start applying polish. I'm just going in with a small striper brush here and adding some builder gel onto the free edge of my nail. And I'm flash curing that before I go in with a little bit more builder gel to fully fill in that missing part of the nail. I'm applying a little bit more here than I need to, just to make sure that it's going to complete that shape. And I'm not too worried about being perfect either, because I am going to go in after this step and file it to make sure that it's flush with the rest of my nail. And there you go, I just rebuilt part of my nail. For the design today, I'm going in with a milky white base followed by a classic French tip. I did about 2 to 3 coats of this white polish, making sure to cure for a full 60 seconds between each layer. Now I'm ready to go in and using a 11 millimeter striper brush here, I'm just creating the opaque white French tip lines with some regular white gel polish. I'm not quite sure what my method was for this first nail. I think I had just kind of forgotten how to do it. It turned out fine, but you will see in the next clips the sort of regular method I use, which is I tend to draw a line across the horizontal free edge of the nail first, followed by filling in the corners second. I find that's kind of the easiest for me when it comes to French on the toenails. And I am flash curing each nail between nails so that I don't make any messes. Here you can really see that technique of going across the nail horizontally first and then filling in the corners second. I'm super happy with the way these came out. Last but not least here, just going in with my top coat to seal everything in, making sure that I am capping those free edges. And then I do like to go in and just lightly file that free edge as well, making sure that my pedicure is looking super crisp. And here are the final results. I would really love to hear what you think. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. I will be posting more videos weekly, so feel free to subscribe and catch me in the next one. Bye for now.